Today we are making the backing board, if you will, for my hanging candle holder. It holds candles for being lit, not actually lit candles. I've got a ring here. This is a 1.5 inch in diameter probably. Make a somewhat tall slip knot so I can take it through here. Remembering how I'm doing this, it's been a while since I've crocheted a ring into a project like this. I'm working a single strand of worsted on a 4.5mm hook. I'm going to fake my way into starting a Tunisian crochet row. This is not actually how you're supposed to do this, but well, this isn't going anywhere. It's only staying in my house, so it doesn't really matter. My reasons for breaking the rules are valid, therefore I will do so. Of course, I would be working with a white yarn while I'm doing this. White and black yarn can be very hard to see stitches on. So I'm going to give it an extra one on that one. And then I'm going to pull through, pull through, pull through, pull through, pull through, chain up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, up, do one, pull through, through, pull through, pull through. Now, is there any reason why you should do this over doing single crochets? No, there is not. I do, however, prefer the Tunisian crochet just in a band for if I am doing belts or straps or things. It's not a bad show up for the texture, I suppose. I'm gonna do something with this tail so I don't have to look at it. Going to go back and forth a few times just to fix it into place. I don't think my candle baskets are going to be that heavy, and honestly it's almost disproportionate just how much weight these wooden rings can actually hold. Let me just throw my needle into the yarn stash, that's fine. My yarn stash area currently looks like a bomb went off into it because I attempted to do some organization but then discovered several things that I want to finish or resolve, and now those ones are sitting at the surface on top of everything else. So I promise that when it no longer looks like a bomb has gone off, I will show you what it looks like. I suppose I could show you now and just tell on myself. Yeah, I'll make a decision about that later. It is presently not particularly clean. I do know where most everything is, but there are a few things that need to be done to it, and that's part of why I'm trying to be a little more strategic with how I'm using my stash right now. I mean, I could try to blitz the thing and just put a bunch of stuff away in some other areas, but I'd kind of actually like to get a few things resolved. Like, there are some things that I'm eventually going to be storing other places for specific reasons, but when it's for something that's already designated, especially if it's already been started, it kind of feels a little bit silly to banish it from the working area just so I can have a more pretty looking space. Right now it looks like a rainbow vomited all over this area. I do have to determine just how long I need this to be. The big thing is going to be making sure that I have space enough between the basket openings and the bottom of the next basket that I can actually reach in there and get stuff out. So Tunisian crochet, if you've never seen it before, is kind of like almost like a hybrid of knitting and crochet. So you're pulling up loops from your stitch line below before carrying the yarn back through in a horizontal looping fashion. So it makes a fabric that I generally regard as being even denser than just a regular single crochet. But it doesn't have much stretch in either direction. It's very stable. But it also has a very different stitch texture. So I am certainly not a master of the craft. These little strap kind of things is one of the few things that I can just do off the top of my head without having to refer to instructions. But there are a great many very good instructions that are out there if it's something you are curious about. We'll see if I remember spell it correctly when I write the video description or not. To make sure I go easy on my hands today. I did a bunch of yard work yesterday, which I amazingly only managed to lightly injure myself on. But it was quite a bit of physical work involving a lot of digging and pulling and carrying heavy objects around and stuffing things into stuff and using pruners. So I still have some more to do before it's time for me to, or rather until the weather stops me, but I also don't want to completely exhaust myself, so if I do just a little bit every day or every other day, it will eventually get done. As long as I don't run out of patience and try to go really crazy. actually be a little further back. No, I wasn't talking to you, Floof. Go lay down again. There he goes. Great silly ball of fur. Of course, that still needs to be longer, but I think that's a decent length for the video anyway.